Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. What does he think about when he thinks about you? What does she think about when she thinks about you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. This is option 1. This is option 2, TV rock. This is option 3, Cuatro. Option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your person of interest. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. I'm not going to use this deck, but quick PSA, public service announcement. I spent $28 on this deck. I bought it from makeplayingcards.com. I designed this deck using Canva Pro. I've been uploading my designs to makeplayingcards.com for several years now. I complained to customer service because there are 2 10 of Wands and no 3 of Wands. And it was a system error because usually the system does not allow duplicates, but it went through. I requested a refund. I was denied. I talk more about it in a video I uploaded to Horatio last night, but anyway, I will no longer be talking about makeplayingcards.com. I'm removing the links to that website from my description boxes because customer service is trash. So it's too bad. It's not a perfect deck by any means. That's the 2 of Cups. A lot of flaws, but $28. This card twice. This is the 10 of Wands. And Lo siento, better luck next time. The Lovers. 2 of Swords. Anyway, I'll use this deck in casual collective readings I do for my second tarot channel, Horatio, which is not just tarot, it's everything. Now on to the reading. Sugar-free tarot. This is not for sale anymore because after I had the less than wonderful experience with their customer service, I deleted all of my decks from makeplayingcards.com. I'm looking for another site to upload my designs to. Who can't stop thinking about you? No, that was the last video, the last pick a card. This is what does he think about when he thinks about you? What does she think about when she thinks about you? Do a good hard shuffle. That's the star. La Estrella. 6 de Copas, 6 of Cups. El Colgado, the Hanged Man. Seven of Pentacles, Siete de Oros. 6 of Pentacles, 6 de Oros. The Hanged Man again, El Colgado. That is the 5 of Swords, Cinco de Espadas. 10 of Cups, there's the Copas. 8 of Swords, Ocho de Espadas. If you have an eBay store or an Etsy shop, if you would like to promote what you're selling here, you can email me and I'll shout you out on the channel. I've done it before, so you can send me a sample. You can send me whatever you're selling. If you're selling jewelry, send me a bracelet and I'll show it on the channel. You can email me. All the info's in every box. Okay. What do they think about when they think about you? I see some trouble here. I would say third party, because we have this marriage card. We have this card of being stuck. Oh, yeah, the Five of Swords under Seven of Pentacles. Something has to be worked out here. There's some conflict. There's something in the way of the two of you being together, being in bliss. We have these two sixes, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. That's a really positive middle row. But looking at the cards around it, looking at the Ten of Cups sandwiched between the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords, I would say something has to be resolved. And so probably, I would say this person's with someone else. It's third party. And until they clean that up and make a decision, are they going to stay in the marriage that's not very satisfying, or the relationship, or are they going to leave and be with you? I see this person watching you on social media. I see miscommunication, misunderstandings. I see conflict. Patience is required. Okay? You got to get through something to get to the reward of the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. They could see you as a soulmate, but the labels don't really serve much purpose. They just don't. So I'm not a twin flame channel. No reader on TarotTube can tell you if someone's your divine masculine or your twin flame or your soulmate. This is lazily referred to as the soulmate card, the Six of Cups. So there could be some sweetness. It could be a spiritual connection, but if there's no progress, if this person is stuck, this last row is all about being stuck. What does it matter what they call you if the two of you can't be together in bliss and harmony? And if there's all these misunderstandings, all this miscommunication, all this conflict, it doesn't matter what they call you. They can call you honey boo boo, you know, they can call you sweetheart, they can call you whatever, but I just see a big mess here. I see this person being lazy. I see them not taking any action. I see them leaving you on red. I see them not showing much strength or intention or purpose. I don't see this person operating from a place of integrity or awareness. I see this person being stuck and just giving you a lot of excuses. Well, I would meet you at Chili's. I would meet you at Applebee's, but XYZ. Or it could be one of those situations. It's very common where someone is staying in a marriage because of money, because of a mortgage, because of kids. Well, as soon as the kid turns 18, I'm out of there. It's common. So I see them watching you on social media. I see you talking maybe exclusively on social media. Maybe you're not in each other's phones. You're just doing the direct message thing at Instagram. You may have romantic feelings for this person, but I don't see what you're getting out of this because I don't see any progress. So when they think about you, they think of you as someone that they could potentially have a satisfying relationship with. There could be some romantic feelings, but they're basically just sitting around thinking. They're not really doing anything. They're not taking any action. This last row is just so lazy. The Hanged Man twice, the most passive card in the deck, over the Eight of Swords. They think you're beautiful. They think you're unlike anyone they've ever known before. You're exotic in some way. Maybe you're different ethnicities. You're from different cultures. And I can see them being fascinated by you. I can see them thinking romantic thoughts. And perhaps they wish that they had met you sooner. They had met you when, I don't know, things were different, when they were single, when they weren't with the person they're with now, because I really see this person being in a relationship. And perhaps they're not happy in that relationship, but they're in it, and they have to take action if they want to change things so they can be with you. So it's really complicated and muddy for pile 1. A possible astro combo for this person, they could have Sun in Pisces, Aquarius rising, Moon in Gemini. One possibility of many. Now the astro die. What? The 11th? Cancer. Saturn in Cancer in the 11th house. I see this person feeling trapped. They feel stuck. They feel like everyone else is living their best life and they're just stuck in that whole thing where they could be in a beautiful home, but they're what is called house poor. So all the money's going for the mortgage and the bills, and they can't take trips and they can't have fun. They can't eat out once a week. You know, they feel strapped. They feel trapped. That's what I'm seeing for 1. Two is Cancer, 3 Sagittarius, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 1 is Leo, 4 Aquarius. So 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 is Venus. There could be love here. Maybe this person's in love with you. But what are they doing about it? I see them leaving you on red. Coup. Cow. Knockout. Is this person a boxer? Iowa. Tia. Tika. Toka. Toku. Toki. Did I say Kia? Kita. Katao. Yeah. Tuki. Maybe they have an unusual name. Maybe this person's from the Philippines or Hawaii. Maybe they're from Japan. Oh, Oklahoma. UT, University of Texas, Austin. Hook 'em horns. Ta, that's Ta, Greek. Maybe this person's still in college. They're in a fraternity. Maybe this person's in Atlanta. I'll stop there. Yeah, that's what I see for 1. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 2, the TV rock. I love it. Love it. Here's your reading. I'll still use the decks that I made at makeplayingcards.com. I've been uploading to that site for years, but as of now, I will no longer be promoting that site. I'm not going to include the links in the box. Last night, I deleted all of my decks from Make Playing Cards because Well, if you're interested, I go into the story in pile 1, and I talk about it in a video I uploaded to my second tarot channel, Ho Audio, last night. But Ho Audio is everything. It's music, it's a podcast, and it's tarot. It's whatever I feel like. But I talked about it in a video I uploaded last night. I am looking for another site to upload my designs to. The moon, La Luna, La Templanza, Temperance, Reina de Copas, Queen of Cups. The Chariot, El Carro, Cancer. 5 of Swords, Cinco de Espadas, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 9 of Wands, 8 of Bastos, 9 is Aries. The song I'm hearing, weirdly, is If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher. I've never been a fan of Cher, not her music. I think she's a great actress. I love her in Mask. Every movie that I've seen her in, she's amazing. An amazing actress, but I'm not a fan of her music. But yeah, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all the things that hurt you. I don't know. I haven't heard that song since the 80s. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Cups again. That's interesting. All this water in the first row, the Queen of Cups twice. 2 of Cups, I can't make this up. Those the Copas. And the Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos. This person's in love with you. Okay, for some of you, this could be an ex. If it is an ex, they definitely still think about you and they still have tremendous love for you. They still dream of you. And there's love. They could see you as the love of their life. They could see you as the one that got away. But I see total love here. And there's conflict. Maybe you left this person and you chose someone else over them. Maybe they weren't minding their P's and Q's and you had to walk away. I don't know. But whatever the situation, whatever the circumstance, when they think about you, they think about love. Baby, when I think about you, I think about love. Feel like making love? Yeah. They have you on a pedestal. So, Queen of Cups twice with the 2 of Cups. Man, that's strong. They could see you as their better half. They could see you as their divine counterpart. They could see you as a soulmate. It's like I said in pile 1. If you're not together, if you're not in a harmonious relationship, the labels don't really serve much purpose. You can say that Keanu Reeves is your twin flame, but Keanu's not in your phone, is he? So I don't promote delusion at this channel. But this person has you on a pedestal. They think of you very highly. There's a very strong energetic connection here. Could be some mental telepathy. They hear songs that remind them of you. They see movies that remind them of you. They see commercials that remind them of you. I feel like they think about you a lot. And it's not even about actively thinking about you. It's just they feel your energy. You're enmeshed somehow. And so even if you've not talked in months or years, they still feel your energy. You still come to them in their dreams. And there's just all this love, and then we have this conflict. And I feel like this is someone that you've known for years. I don't feel like this is something that just happened on Instagram. I don't feel like this is someone you just started talking to a few months ago. I feel like you have history with this person. For some of you, you could currently be with this person. And if you're currently in a relationship, or if it's an ex, whatever, I feel like you and this person are about the same age. I'm not seeing an age gap. And I feel like there was a lot of passion, not just sex, but passion. Anyone can have sex. Sex can be casual with no feelings involved, but this was passionate sex where there is love involved. Eye contact and all the terms of endearment, babe, baby, Honey, sweetheart. You can hear my stomach gurgling at 6:39 p.m. looking at the stove clock. Yeah, there was love here, or there still is love here. And if you're together and it's working, the Five of Swords in the middle could just be, you know, no relationship is perfect. You have your ups and downs and you have your arguments, but it's not toxic. I'm not really seeing toxicity here. I am not seeing toxicity. This person could have Sun in Cancer, Mercury in Gemini, Sagittarius rising, Moon in Cancer. Just one possibility of many. You could have a lot of water in your chart. Okay, the Astro die. That's 5. That's Pisces. That's Venus. Venus and Pisces in the 5th. 5th house, that's the house of Leo. I feel like this person gets along with most people. This person's a sweetheart. If this is a man, well, regardless of their gender, but if this is a man, I can see him being close to his mom and sisters. If this is a man, I can see him having emotional intelligence. This person is sweet. This person is loving. This person is kind. I'm not getting toxic vibes from this person at all. That's rare. What happened to the other die? Am I tripping? I know that I had 3 die. What happened? This is bizarre. Here it is, buried beneath the letter tiles. 6 is Venus. Love, love, and hot pink neon. 4 is Aquarius, 10 is 1, that's Leo. 3 Sagittarius, so 7 Pisces. What is 7 and 6? 13, which is 4, which is Aquarius. There's something unusual about this connection. I don't know. Maybe you met in an unusual way. Maybe you met at an alien symposium, or you met in some kind of esoteric community. Maybe you met at Tarot Tube. This person could be a reader, or you could be a tarot reader. There's something unusual here. Maybe you've had all kinds of deep conversations about NDEs, or aliens, or conspiracy theories. You could be members of the same soul tribe. Maybe you're both writers, you're both musicians. There's something that binds you. You have this unusual bond is what I'm getting for 2. You could have a conjunction in Aquarius, something like Mars conjunct Venus, Venus conjunct Venus, Venus conjunct Moon, something like that. Mercury conjunct Mercury in Aquarius. You're both geniuses. Tea, that's the tea. That's the hot tea. Hun, they call you hun or honey. Honey. Shoni, I had a friend named Shoni when I was a kid. She was an Aries. Anything else? Anything else? Sharon. Shorty, you're my shorty, you're my angel, you're my darling baby, is that song? You're my da-da, da-da-da-da, you're my shorty, you're my angel, whatever. Annie DeFranco, yeah. Nash. Oh, okay. Yeah, we sure do have Shane. Shauna, Sheena. Shout out. Maybe this person does live streams. They do shout outs. Maybe they have a podcast. Oh, I'm seeing Houston. Houston, we don't have a problem. Houston, this is a harmonious relationship. Nathan, Nate. Tina, I'll stop. Okay. Yeah. Han Solo, Harrison Ford is a Cancer. Yeah, I'll stop. That's what I see for 2. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. You chose 3. Here is your reading. What do they think about when they think about you? I will no longer be promoting these cards. I'll use this deck because I love it, but I'll no longer be promoting makeplayingcards.com at this channel. I'm removing the link from all the boxes. I removed all my decks from the website. If you want to know why, you can watch pile 1 or go to my second tarot channel. It's my everything channel. I don't just do tarot there. Audio. I did a thing on it last night. I did a reading for the collective. Just a random collective reading. Okay. What do they think about when they think about you? Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. Ace the Copas, 6 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Ouros. You're going to hear my stomach. I've been fasting for a few hours. At 6:45 p.m., I've got rice in the crock pot. Rice with green peas. Soy sauce, that's exciting. High carb, low fat. I talk about it at my second tarot channel, Audio. I talk about the sugar fast, the sugar diet, high carb, low fat. Everyone has an opinion. What's the best way to lose weight? What's the best lifestyle? Keto, carnivore, low carb, high fat. Well, I'm on high carb, low fat, so that's my life. 7 of Swords, Siete de Espadas. King of Wands, Rey de Bastos. The Hermit, El Hermitaño. Uno más. Ooh, the Sun. Also, the most positive card in the deck. I don't recall seeing this. I mean, I don't use this deck that often. I'm sure I've seen this before, but it doesn't show up often. That's beautiful. 7 of Pentacles, Siete de Ouros. And the King of Cups, Rey de Copas. Looks like this person can't make up their mind about you. You're about the same age. You and this person are about the same age. You're both emotional. You're both passionate. You mirror each other. So could be a spiritual connection, soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames, whatever resonates. But it's like I was saying in pile 1, I don't put much weight into the labels. I don't go on and on about the labels. This is not a twin flame channel. But this is a very energetic connection. But I feel like it's either on again, off again, or it's just not that stable. You never know quite where you stand with this person. So what do they think about when they think about you? They think about how fun you are. You make this person laugh like no one else. They like you. They could be in love with you, but they definitely like you. They like your personality. They like the way you work it. No diggity. They want to bag it up. Maybe you're coworkers. Maybe you're in the same field. You both work in the medical industry, for instance, or you're both DJs, or you're both poets, or you're both zookeepers. I don't know. This person's energy is not reliable. It's quite flaky. This is the energy of hot and cold. So 1 minute they're blowing up your phone. They can't be any sweeter. They're baby this, baby that. Oh my God, your latest Instagram reel has me reeling. I love the way you look in that Instagram reel, video, story. I love your pictures. I love your selfies. Oh my God, you're so hot. And then you reach out to this person. They leave you on red. And you're just always scratching your head wondering, Where do I stand with this fucker? Where do I stand with this person? What is up? I feel like this person works hard and they play hard. When they're home from work, they want to be in their little cave. They want to drink and play video games, or they want to drink and play solitaire. I don't know. They want to Netflix and chill. They have a very stressful job, so when they're home, they want to be left alone. And that could be part of the problem, perhaps. They have a very stressful job, and then when you're trying to talk to them when they're at home, they just want to be left alone. They don't want to talk. They don't like to be on their phone constantly. They may just, there may be days that go by, 48 hours or more, where they don't want to be on their phone. They don't want to be on social media. And that gets on your nerves because you're on your phone a lot and you want a lot more communication than what this person's giving you. So that could definitely be an issue. You're very intense with your communication, and this person is more laid back. And they may push you away and say, you know, I don't need this right now. I've got a lot going on at work and I just want to be alone. Because we have the Hermit over the King of Cups. And so this person could be hypersensitive and they just need to recharge, you know. I could say it in a variety of ways, but bottom line, they want to be left alone. So when they're thinking of you, they're thinking about how they like you. Maybe they love you. They love your energy, but also you're on different frequencies. You're both passionate. You're both romantic, but I can see this person being an intense introvert. Perhaps you're more extroverted and you don't need to recharge at all. You're energized being around people. You're energized communicating a lot. And this person needs to take a break, take a breather. Okay. They could be a loner. Maybe they're on social media in name only. They're not just constantly uploading to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter X. A possible astro combo for this person, they could have Sun in Scorpio, Virgo rising, Moon in Capricorn. Of course, that's one possibility of many. You could have Sun in Leo, Capricorn rising, Moon in Virgo. These are just possibilities. Now the astro die. Moon and Taurus in the 11th. If they have Moon and Taurus in the 11th, that's double fixed, because the 11th house, that's the house of Aquarius. Taurus fixed, Aquarius fixed. If they have that placement, they very much want to be left alone. They're a creature of habit. They have their routines and they don't deviate from their routines. Some would say they're a stick in the mud. Five, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. 3, Sagittarius. 8, Capricorn. 6, Venus. 9, Aries. 11, 2, Cancer. So 2 and 3, that's 5. There's some trouble with communication here. I'm repeating myself. I feel like you require a lot more communication, intense communication, and they do not want to communicate that much. So you could have Mercury square Mercury or Mercury opposite Mercury. For instance, maybe they have Mercury in Taurus, and you have Mercury in Aquarius. You have an extroverted Mercury or an air or fire Mercury, and they have an earth or water Mercury, and there's trouble in Taco Town. Okay. Moo. Emu. They have a pet emu, and that pet emu requires a lot of attention. Napoleon Dynamite, doesn't the grandmother have a pet emu named Tina? Am I getting that wrong? Probably. I've not seen Napoleon Dynamite in a million fuck-ass years. Introverted sensing, MBTI. If this person's an SI dom, introverted sensing, then yeah, they're a creature of habit. Don't contact them when they're trying to eat their sushi or their meatloaf, or their lasagna, or their tacos, whatever. 6, Venus. Maybe this person has 6 kids and they're just drained. You know, they need to replenish, they need to refresh, they need to go on a retreat or something because they're being pulled in all different directions. Sox, they root for the White Sox or the Red Sox. Sin, they could be Catholic or some kind of Christian. They were brought up in the Christian faith, the Catholic faith. Sign, they could be an architect or an engineer. NE, I do not see this person being an NE Dom, but you could be an NE Dom, extroverted intuition. Maybe you're an ENTP. You love to talk. Ox, born in the year of the ox. I was born in 73, year of the ox. Oxen, maybe this person has a farm. Maybe this person's Amish. Muni. Muni, that's the bus system in San Francisco. When I lived in San Francisco for 1 month, January 2013, I rode Muni. I rode Muni all over the city, and I rode BART all over, well, the Bay, East Bay to the West Bay, Oakland, San Francisco, BART. Yeah, Sunni. They could be from New York. You could be from New York, Ontario, Canada. Sumo wrestler, Japan, Tokyo. Moi, French. Mix. Emma, Emily. Emo. They like to listen to sad music and cry. Sketch, draw pictures while they're listening to sad music. They're listening to Depeche Mode or The Cure or The Smiths, and they're drawing pictures. I can see this person being a tattoo artist, a really intense tattoo artist. Nixon, I'm seeing Nixon. Nixon was a Capricorn. I'll stop there, Sue. Stop. Okay. Yeah, that's what I see for 3. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 4, Quattro, the rose quartz, here is your reading. What do they think about when they think about you? This smells really good. Not a paid sponsorship. Juicy Mango, Ashland. It's got the throw. Big King Daddy, the Emperor, Mars, Aries. Caballo de Bastos, Knight of Wands. 3 of Pentacles, Tres de Oros. Sid Vicious was a Taurus, but he came across as the Knight of Wands, not the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know his astral chart, his natal chart, but I know that he had Sun in Taurus. And his girlfriend, Nancy Spungen, she was a Pisces. Nine of bitch-ass swords. Really? Yeah. The 9 of swords. Nueve de espadas. 9 is Aries. The star. La Estrella, Aquarius. 2 of wands. Dos de bastos. Uno más. Four of cups, cuatro de copas. 2 of swords, dos de espadas. And the Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos. Could be an age gap. You could be a few years older. You could have a conjunction in Aries, something like Mars conjunct Venus. They want to get together on occasion and have sex. You can hear my double Scorpio sun in the background. They want to get together and have sex, but that's it. That's all they're capable of right now. I can see a lot of stuff on social media. They could be watching you on social media. They're liking what you put out there, but this is not your knight in shining armor. This is not someone you're going to have the 10 of cups or the 4 of wands with, just going by these cards. Usual caveat, I'm reading for a global audience. It's not a personal reading. So if it's not your story, if it doesn't resonate, pick another pile, pick another channel. I'm just interpreting cards here. But I'm not seeing a harmonious romantic relationship. I'm seeing sex. I'm seeing lust and not much communication. It could be that when the two of you are communicating, it's exclusively about sex. A lot of sexting, sharing pictures, sharing videos. You could have a kink or a fetish in common. This person, if you're into BDSM, I say this person's definitely the dom. Even if they are younger than you. I see this person being the dom. Maybe they like to spank you or something. Just fill in the blanks. But I see this person being sexually dominant, having a very strong libido. Could have a porn addiction, but they're not feeling it. They're not feeling the whole relationship thing, shopping at Costco, having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids thing. They're not feeling the white picket fence thing. This person's not traditional. Their energy is very chaotic. It's very fuck around and find out. They could have a criminal history. They could be felon, ex-felon. Maybe they have a few DUIs under the belt. They could have an addiction to any number of things. I'm seeing porn addiction, but there's some disorder here. There's some instability. I don't feel like this person has emotional intelligence. They're very reactionary. They're always reacting. They could be thin-skinned. They could be fragile. Doesn't take much to provoke this person. Anger issues. They're not that good at communicating. And it could be that you're on the fence. You're thinking, should I keep fucking with this person or should I just take the loss, take the L, and move on down the road? You could be considering blocking this person on social media. Maybe they're annoying you because it's just sex with them. And you don't have anything in common beyond the chemistry. So you could be thinking, might be time to walk away from this. A possible astro combo for this person, they could have Sun in Aries, Aquarius rising, Moon in Cancer. One possibility of many. You could have Sun in Libra, Leo rising, Moon in Capricorn. These are just possibilities. The astro die. Aquarius, Neptune in Aquarius. My son has Neptune in Aquarius. Neptune in Aquarius in the 8th house. It's the house of Scorpio. So yeah, I can see kinks, fetishes. This person's unusual in some way. Maybe they look like Sid Vicious. Maybe they dress like a punk rocker. They have the spike hair. They have a mohawk. And they're always looking like that. Like, yeah, you got a problem with me? You got a problem with me? Whatever people say when they're looking like that. Someone who's confrontational. Someone who's anti-authority. Someone who was raised by a single mom and they just have a chip on their shoulder and they got some issues. More issues than Playboy, more issues than Hustler is what I'm getting. Okay. Five, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 4 Aquarius, 9 Aries, 2 Cancer, 6 Venus. So 6 and 5, 11. That's 2 Cancer. I feel like they have problems with women in general. They could have problems with women stemming from their less than wonderful relationship with their mother. Maybe their mother abandoned them when they were a baby, or their mom was abusive, and they have not healed. They have not integrated. They're still mad at the world, is what I'm getting. For some of you, you could have a child or children with this person, and it's been very chaotic. Maybe you've had to go to court and sue this person for back child support payments. Ex. You could be wondering about an ex. Sucks. They could have a tattoo. Life sucks. S-U-X. Tony. Anthony. Tom. Yeah, Tony. Toby. Tobe. Bought. Bose stereo. They like to blast music from their speakers. Everyone around can hear what kind of music they like because they blast their music. Bucks. They like to go to Buc-ee's. They like to fuel up and get junk food at Buc-ee's. Anything else? South. I don't have all the letters, but Utah. Yeah, Bo. I got a bone to pick with you. Bon Scott, the original lead singer of AC/DC. Bon Scott was a Cancer. Yeah, they definitely like to have sex. But this is not the person who's going to give you a dozen roses or write poems for you. Okay, that's what I see. That's what I have, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.